ikaw yung pinaka-sad. Joke lang.
How could you?
How could you do this to me, Clarene? Joke lang. Ayun, ako, gustuhan ko rin yung song na yun kasi for some reason, parang feeling ko, prequel siya to a song by Ben and Ben. Yung Leaves. Do you know that song?
Oh, yes.
Alam mo ba yun?
Yes.
Leaves will soon grow from... Pero ewan ko, naalala mo yung song na yun. Parang suddenly leave and then tapos bigla yung Ben and Ben pasok na parang leaves will soon grow.
Ben and Ben, pwede na ako mag-open for them.
Ayan, baka naman. Ben and Ben, baka naman. Iwan na. Siyempre, curious siguro yung mga tao sa inspiration behind the song.
Kasi parang ang daming makaka-relate no?
You released this when? Just this year ba?
Yeah, this year.
Pero when did you write it? Or how long was the...
How long was what?
How long was the process from you writing it on your notebook to it ending up on Spotify?
Oh, it took a long while. Just like most of my songs. Like, I only have 2 songs at the moment on Spotify. I took my time. I took my time.
My tears.
No. December 2018. And it was released a year and a half after.
You were here then? You wrote it here?
I was actually in Pangasinan at that time. And that's when I wrote it. Morocco was also that same year. I went to Morocco earlier that year, mga March 2018. I took my one-way ticket to Manila May 2018.
Okay.
Ayun. So it was around that time. And then, I recorded that song actually with, I don't know if you're familiar with the artist Keiko Necesario.
Yeah.
So I went to her single launch of Di Balina, I think. Yeah. One of my favorite songs of hers as well. And so when I went to her single launch, I was like, wow, ang ganda ng pagka-produce ng song. Because it really felt... basta, I just loved it so much. So when I spoke to her and then I asked her, oh yeah, who's your producer? I just love the way it was arranged, the way it was produced and everything. And basically, I managed to ask that same producer for that song, for Keiko, to produce my song.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's the one who worked on that. It's Shad of Open Heavens Studios. So we've actually never met in person. He's in Baguio.
Wow.
And so we've actually even never did any video call or call on the phone. Everything was, or maybe siguro mga recordings of samples of what I was looking for, but everything was done in a distance. So like I would send him my recordings, he would work on it, and back and forth. I'd give him his feedback and okay, rather this, oh this is nice, maybe this, and then that and that. So ayun, that was a long process, but
yeah, I can imagine.
Take my time to do things right and publish something that I'm happy with.
Yeah, and we all are happy with the song. At this point, medyo we're running out of time. Feeling ko, I can't imagine na this was almost more than an hour na. Grabe, 1 hour, 15-20 minutes. So, at this point, meron kaming, konting fast talk lang. Fast talk.
Tito Boy. Yes,
Tito Boy?
Tito Boy.
Exactly. Meron akong mga ikakalat dito. Pero, wala naman tong timer. So, for fun. Alright, sige ba, Julie?
Is it the same concept na I have to choose between 2 things, or what?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ako na lang mauna kasi wala akong tapon-tapon ngayon.
Kasi ako may natapon. Magkakalat ako dito.
So ako na lang muna. Dami ko yung magtatapon later.
Okay.
Alright, let's go. So ako muna, Diamond, or ikaw?
Go.
Alright, so sige. Okay, so aso pusa.
Oh, Tagalog.
Wait lang.
Okay lang.
Nabigla siya. Oo.
Rewind natin. Like, Tagalog yung iba. Okay, go. Take it away.
Actually, kanina ba ako nagtatagalog?
Language quiz. Aso.
Actually, kanina sa...
I have a dog, so aso.
Ayan, so aso. Coffee or tea?
Tea.
Adobo or sinigang?
Sinigang.
Summer or winter?
Winter.
Money or fame?
Hindi na siya naging fast.
Jollibee or McDonald's? A little bit of blank.
Jollibee.
Swimming or hiking?
Ano?
Swimming or hiking?
Swimming.
Having world peace or stopping human hunger?
World peace.
Pop or rock?
Pop.
Piano o guitar?
Piano.
Yun. So, yun lang sa akin.
Okay, ako naman.
Ikaw naman.
Modern or vintage?
Modern.
Favorite international artist?
Ed Sheeran.
Reggae or jazz?
Jazz.
Sunrise or sunset?
I'm more of a night person, so sunset.
Okay. Podcast or books?
Podcast.
Favorite local dito? Philippine. Local artist?
Keiko Necesario.
Nice.
Hi.
Hey Kiko, baka naman. Go to karaoke song.
Bof. I don't know. I don't sing karaoke, and I don't really.
Mas more on jamming ka, no?
Yeah,
Okay.
jamming. Yeah.
Alright, it's fine. Dream travel destination.
I want to go to China. Actually, I'm learning Chinese. I'm learning Mandarin at the moment, so I want to be.
Ni hao. Ni hao.
Ni hao. Fancy.
Wow.
My fans the naks ganda.
Wow, may fans sa China. Sunny side up or scrambled egg?
Sunny side up.
Dream superhero power.
To heal the brokenness.
Wow.
Lalim
Grabe. Ako na. Tapos na. Mic drop. Last question. Dream. Ito yung mic the drop. Dream collab. Local or international?
There's actually this artist that I was very associated to sa Philippines. Very actually similar to me, si Clarene, and I've never been able to perform same gig as her. I was able to perform with sila Keiko, Franco, but like si Clara is someone I wanted. Like I've met her, but we've never been able to perform at the same gig. So ayun, if ever you do a 1988, make a Clarene
Sure.
Clara.
Noted.
Title ng event, Clarene Benin.
Ang title ng event, Clarene Benin. Clarene Benin. Alright. So, ayun. I guess that, meron pa. Meron pa ba?
Actually, meron pa tayong last na part
Sige.
for
Okay.
her.
Oh, yeah. Sige.
So, yun, kung what do you want to tell those musicians, yung mga bago, yung mga aspiring musicians?
Aspiring musicians, well, the two-part siya. What can you say about your aspiring musicians? What can you advise them? Ganyan. And your message na rin to your fans. I'm sure international yung fans mo so your message na lang to everyone.
I just keep going, just keep trying, and not being afraid to actually write something that's not nice. I mean, don't be afraid of creating something that's not nice, because it's just like a faucet. Again, going back to my analogies.
Wow. Sige, go, knowledge, wisdom.
Tap water. Diba, usually before you want to take water from it, you just let the tap running out. You let out all of the dirt first, because if you don't let things out, the dirt won't come out, so it means the clear water will not be able to go out either. So songwriting is a lot of that, a lot of just allowing yourself to just flow, let it flow, whatever comes, whether it's nice or not. just go, just keep on writing. It doesn't need, you don't need to put to pressure yourself by writing something nice right away. You know, a hit, it's not, you don't decide yourself if it's a hit or not. It's actually, it's the audience are the ones that's gonna dictate that. So you have no power in that. Your job is to write, to keep on writing. I mean, you can try and write as good as you can in what you can feel. You can ask feedback to other people, but your job is just to keep on writing and not being discouraged. And because actually, because I did a songwriting course with Sir Jim Paredes of Apo Hiking Society, and one thing he says is, hits are accidental, so be accident prone.
Accident. Nice.
My message naman to my fans, thank you. Thank you so much for the support. I do miss so much being with you guys in person, seeing you guys, feeling, just, music, it's always a human experience. Like, I had this conversation with one of my Chinese language partners. Shout out to him as well, Olivier. And we were just talking about this idea of, everything is slowly turning distance in like work from home stuff. So slowly, who will need to be in person? Maybe he was saying, the music scene maybe might just end up just being online, and I'm like, nah, it can't be. Because music, for me, and I'm sure for many musicians, it's all about an experience. It's a human connection. It's about being there, breathing the same air, just experiencing that energy that cannot come across through. I mean, we do our best. I mean, thank God for what we have, for making this thing possible, but it's always something that we will fall back to. And then with the rise of AI, and you're like, scared to lose our jobs and everything, but I think that's why creation is very important. Even if music at the moment and arts are not really valued at the moment, I think that's something that would never be fully replaced by machines. So your work is valuable, and it could touch lives to a level that you can not even comprehend. And so that's why keep sharing also, because keep writing is one thing, but also keep sharing it, because you never know how much you can change a person's life, or make just with that one song, just make make their day. So, and thank you for listening. Thank you for being interested and allowing me to share what I have, my piece of whatever I have to share. And I hope to meet you soon in person, and that we can hug again. I'm a very physical touch person, like, if love languages. So and it's been hard, like, not being able to be having quality time with people, being there. So again, looking forward to that day na we would be all getting back to gigs and experiencing this connection and sharing music, sharing the love.
All right, great. Virtual hug.
Virtual hug.
Bakit? Thank you. So how can people follow you or find you? Just invite them to your
everywhere.
social media.
I made it so simple so that it's easy to find me. It's just Clarene Romea, CLARENE ROMEA, on Facebook, on Instagram, on what else is there? YouTube, Spotify. Everything is the same. I also Kumu now. I'm on Kumu. I'm a Kumu streamer. You know what Kumu is?
No, I have no idea.
Aha! It's the new platform for Filipinos of live streaming. So I was invited.
So nauhuli na pala tayo. Meron daw tayong Kumu. Nagagawa daw kami ng Kumu.
You might wanna check that out, because it's the next step. It's the next parang platform for Filipinos, and it's quite fun. I that's the closest I've felt so far to the Philippines being here, in a sense where I missed a lot the support that I've received from the Filipino fans. and most of my listeners are from the Philippines as well. And so, there's so much support in that app, and it's very nice.
Talaga?
It's very nicely tailored. You can send gifts to the streamer like halo halo, lechon,
Really?
chocolate hills, and stuff like that. So it's quite fun and interactive, and it's actually really smart app. Today I recorded with Music and Mission, so that will be streaming on Monday.
Oh, okay.
Our interview I had yesterday, so that will be streamed also. That will be on IG. And then on Tuesday, I have a radio interview. My first radio interview in Switzerland.
Wow, congrats.
In Pinas. I did interview with Monster RX back in the Philippines.
Wow.
On Tuesday will be my first radio interview in
Switzerland.
here in Switzerland. So pero you can come and join, but puro French. So maybe lessons muna. You can
Pakinggan
one new word per day.
One minute per day. Para dun sa radio guesting na yan. Alright, so yeah. Thank you so much, grabe, Clarene. It's
Thank
such
you.
obviously nag-enjoy kami. No, sobrang busy ng time. So thank you so much.
Enjoy din ako.
Hey! So, ayan. Baka you have other engagements pa. So, thank you so much. We'll just send you a...
Thank you so much, Clarene.
Thank you, and we hope...
Send what?
Sobra, such an
I didn't hear
honor.
what you said. You send what?
Oh, we'll just send you a message. No.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah.
Sige.
Alright, thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me, and hope to see you soon.
It's a pleasure.
God bless.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Grabe ba, June? Anong oras na pala?
Sobrang alam mo ba yung during yung
Start ko na.
interview and everything about
Start ko na.
Nagpo-process pa lang. Sorry.
Stop na yun. Ayun, so yun, Diamond, sobrang enjoy nung natin ngayon, yung podcast natin ngayon. Sobrang ang daming learnings. Alam mo yung parang while you were interviewing her, parang gusto ko lang makinig. Gusto ko lang
really?
maging audience na lang.
Oh,
Gusto ko lang siya pakinggan. Parang, alam mo yun, yung feeling na gano'n. Na parang, there's a new thing na nalalearn ko. Parang gano'n, alam mo yun?
At saka, natuwa ko dun sa mga yung mga faucet, yung mga analogy niya. So much wisdom na parang, wow, di ko in-expect to. Akala ko magchichikahan lang tayo. Tapos, so,
You know what's important for me, kasi for every encounter is like if I meet a person, like I make sure that our time spent together has been valuable to them.
yeah.
They've learned something from me, and so yun, like if every song or something, even just talking, like if it can be something that can make them a better person tomorrow, then that's why I try to share what I have, what has built me, and then these are things I've learned from my professors, from people I encounter, from just strangers even sometimes. There's so much to learn, and there's so much to give as well. So
beautiful experience, napaka-colorful nung journey niya. Right? Sobra. Grabe. Yun yung palagi kong word ngayon Sobra. Lahat ng sobra. Parang yun
overflowing.
Overflowing, di ba? Nag-uumapaw yung mga words niya, yung wisdom niya. Sobrang parang ang wise niya. Di ba?
Yeah.
Something na dapat i-look forward din natin, di ba?
Look forward natin to be together in the same room and actually talk about other stuff. Dami ko pang panahon, pero siguro next time. A wise man once said. Ayun, for our listeners who stuck around, again, thank you so much for listening, and I hope na enjoy niyo yung session namin tonight with Clarene. And again, if you enjoyed this episode, share niyo siya with your friends, and if you have friends who want to be part of the podcast, just shoot us a message on Facebook. Alright, so this again has been Diamond of 1988 Productions.
Yeah, and this is Vanjan from 1988 Production, of course. And thank you for watching our podcast tonight. And of course, sana makapanood pa kayo sa mga next natin, sa growing family natin. And together, let's discover new things, diba?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright. Bye!
Bye-bye!
Actually, hindi ko na-record yung part. I thought it was ended, so I stopped.
No, it's okay.
It's
okay. Ito, stop the recording.
Nagre-record din, yes.